Now, this space security is a top priority for President Trump. There's one company, it's called the Aerospace Corporation, that's working with government and private companies to be first responders for orbit. How about that? Max Gorden joins us from El Segundo, California. You have an exclusive look at this, at the operations of this company. Tell me what this is all about, this space security.
Hey there, Stu. Well, the Aerospace Corporation is often the one that gets the call when something goes wrong with a satellite. And to troubleshoot, you need a big ol' eye in the sky. This is Aerotel, one of the most complex and configurable telescopes in the world. And its main purpose is to track satellites and other objects in space. And there is a lot up there to track. According to figures from the European Space Agency, the number of objects in orbit has been on a rapid rise, with the number of satellites launched in just the past few years surpassing the number launched in the previous history of the space age. As Earth's orbit gets increasingly crowded, the Aerospace Corporation is developing technology to make sure satellites don't crash into each other, creating debris that can then wreak havoc on other satellites. And with space security a priority for the Trump administration, the Aerospace Corporation is also working on tech to ensure our adversaries can't purposely knock out our satellites. The CEO of the Aerospace Corporation says that the biggest risk the United States faces in space is a Pearl Harbor of sorts, where a hostile country takes out communications and imaging satellites before launching an attack on Earth.
There are others that have more nefarious aims in what they want to do in space. So we've got to be very candid with ourselves that space will be such an environment. We've got to be prepared to defend ourselves. We've got to be prepared to win in such an environment. And ultimately, at the end of the day, other nations would see us in such a strong position that they would be deterred from trying to take on the U.S.
To prepare for a potential conflict out in space this week, the Aerospace Corporation has been hosting a war games exercise called Spoonbender, and it utilizes artificial intelligence to help those on the ground make decisions faster. Stu, back to you.
Thanks so much, Max. Good stuff.